Hi, Dr. Paul Haider here, Master Herbalist. What do you think this is? A little capsule. I've actually never tasted this before, so it's going to be my real reaction here. Oh, tastes a bit like pine tree. This is Pycnogenol or pine tree bark extract. And I'm telling you, this stuff heals so many different things and been so many different studies over the years that it's pretty amazing. And I think everybody should be taking it. And it really doesn't have any big side effects of any kind. And it's really safe. And, you can have a little vertigo or a little bit of irritation to your stomach. But that's the biggest thing, you know what I mean? But it's really powerful for healing a lot of different diseases. And if you have something going on, I recommend you take these little capsules. These little babies will do you good. Comes from pine tree bark or Pinus penester, excuse me. And also a whole bunch of different pine trees. The ones in Europe are originally the ones that were used. And then they started finding other ones in California work too. They have a little different antioxidants, and this stuff is full of antioxidants. Good for you in amazing ways. And also, it can be found in peanut skins and grapeseed also, and hazel bark, witch hazel bark. Also, all kinds of different things, even blueberries and wine, grape skins, citrus, and cacao, and some of those, the pine tree extracts, actually similar ones are in some of those also. Activity starts right away. As soon as you swallow, you almost feel, for me, it's like a high for a minute there. And after a while, your gut starts breaking it down with the good bacteria or the probiotics, and that can last longer than 14 hours or more, sometimes up to 24 hours, depending on the person. It really gives you a boost in athletic performance. The study showed that 147 people, 100 milligrams daily, showed a marked improvement with their biking, their swimming, their running, and just about anything that they did. Also, 150 milligrams, they had less pain and cramps after the exercise. And also 200 milligrams showed that they had hugely marked endurance for long distances. So, amazing stuff. Allergies and asthma. It showed it helps with the symptoms. Studies showed it helps with the symptoms of asthma, and also for allergies with the runny nose and the eye dripping and that type of thing, 100 milligrams daily. If you have varicose veins, studies show that this pine tree bark really helps with 100 to 150 milligrams daily with varicose vein symptoms. So the swelling, the pain, that type of thing. So you might want to try it if you're suffering with varicose veins. Also helps with edema. And if you get edema while you're on those long plane flights, you might want to try some Pycnogenol and do your body good. There's really nothing you can do except get up and walk around every once in a while. Wear the compression socks, but at the same time, this will help in great ways. There's no doubt about it. Also, and more studies showing it help with deep vein thrombosis. If you have found that, you have deep vein thrombosis, first of all, I'm going to pray for you that it doesn't go in the other places. But they found that reduced the complications in 156 people with deep vein thrombosis. So if you have that, please start taking this. It will help in a great way. Lowers blood pressure. 2015 study showed that it helped lower blood pressure in general in a great way. Helps with diabetes, it actually lowers blood sugar and in the body, so that is a great thing. Didn't do anything for the insulin as far as increasing or decreasing it, but it did actually lower the blood sugar in the body. Helps with diabetic retinopathy. So if you have problems with your eyes connected to diabetes, It actually helped with reducing eye swelling and improving circulation of the eyes, and improved vision also. So it's another great thing that this does. Helps with colds and flus, and a study with 146 people it actually reduced the length of the cold or flu, and reduced the lost work days and the complications that might come in, as ending up with pneumonia or something like that. So really good. Also helps with inflammation. A study shows that actually stops the COX-1 and COX-2 enzymatic connection that starts the actual inflammation itself. So really good. And you can get rid of all kinds of things, including arthritis, which is an inflammatory process, and it helps with the swelling and redness and the pain in general, and actually prevents joint damage. So you don't want to end up with joint damage where you end up with bone on bone. That's not good. Really not good. Also helps with oral health, and they also make, if you can find it, it's hard to find, but pine tree bark chewing gum, it actually helps to keep the bacteria down in your mouth too. Also, taking it orally helps with hemorrhoids, and they found in a study show that people who were in an attack of bleeding hemorrhoids, that they took it by mouth, taking like 100 milligrams daily, it actually stopped the attack itself, and the hemorrhoids seemed to stop bleeding in general. So really great stuff. Helps with weight loss because it picks up your metabolism, gets you going. I take some in the morning when I'm working out, and you find a lot of athletes using this together also with L-arginine, and that's a great thing also to pick up your metabolism and endurance and that type of thing. Also, it helps with cardiovascular health in great ways because it lowers cholesterol. A 2017 study showed that actually after 8 weeks did a great job of lowering cholesterol. Also lowers triglycerides, so there's not a whole lot that does that. So this is great. Also, if you have chronic kidney disease, you can take pine tree bark and actually increase your function of your kidneys. So that's a good thing also. Studies show that if you have a child with ADHD, a 4-week study with children actually improves their visual motor skills, their concentration, and attention span. This is much better than some of those drugs that they're using on children. That just taking this on a regular basis really does a good job. And once you stop taking it, it actually works for over a month. So you can stop it and then come back to it if you want. And really good. Lots of studies about helping with skin. It actually gives you a youthful skin, and you look great, and slows down the aging process, and it helps with all kinds of, skin regeneration and replication. So really great. Also speeds up wound healing, and studies showing that also. So if you have ulcers or something like that, you might want to take some pine tree bark. Also, cognitive function. Studies with 60 professionals found that taking 150 milligrams a day, they had better cognitive function, mental clarity, and attention. So that's another thing which is really good for you. And also they just perform better at the office. So really great. Also, if you have ED, erectile dysfunction, studies show that in a wonderful trial that you've taking pine tree bark, 60 milligrams with L-arginine, 690 milligrams with aspartic acid, 552 milligrams. Actually, these people had much better satisfaction with their ED. They actually have resolved it in great ways, and they decreased their blood pressure and increased their testosterone. So, wow, great. Reduces scarring. If you're going to go in for a surgery and you want to make sure you don't have a big scar, you might want to take this also. And there's a plethora. I could go on for 2 hours here of different studies showing what it helps with. And it helps with PMS, helps with menopause, the symptoms of menopause, helps with male and female fertility also. Also the IBS or irritable bowel syndrome and Crohn's disease. Also helps with tinnitus, and there's not a whole lot that helps with tinnitus, I'm telling you. If you have tinnitus, you might want to take some of this. Also helps with glaucoma and jet lag and leg cramps and concussions and side effects of chemo, all kinds of different things. And it's very safe. I've recommended to lots of people, and I've never really seen much in the way of any kind of symptoms. It's just really great stuff. Even the National Institute of Health, which is really picky, said you could safely take it for a year, and I'm sure you could take it for longer. It's an antioxidant, and it can be taken by mouth, but of course it's not for those who are nursing or pregnant or small babies. I wouldn't recommend it. It is a blood thinner. Antioxidants do that, you know. Forms, you can get it in capsules and powders and creams. I've seen it in ointments also. I haven't seen it as a tea, actually, so have not that way. The dose is anywhere from 50 milligrams. I take 50 milligrams myself, up to 450 milligrams. Where do you find it? Amazon, eBay, health food stores. Just about everybody has it. There's no doubt about that. Also, expense, I've seen 60 capsules, 60 milligrams for about $13, so it's really not too bad. And 60 capsules, 60 milligrams, it's about all you need, 50, 60 milligrams. So you can take it on a regular basis and really feel good and not really bust your pocketbook at the same time, which is a good thing. You can also buy it, you know, I've seen 300 capsules for about $24, so that's really good in bulk. So you can get it in great ways. So remember to take some wonderful pine tree bark and have great health. If you care to get a hold of me, feel free to call me at 831-869-9119, 831-869-9119. My email address is right here also at my website is paulhaider.com, and my email address is drpaulhaider@gmail.com, drpaulhaider@gmail.com. And if you want to WhatsApp me or text me, that's great. Have a quick question, I'll answer it. If you want to do a consult, I ask for a $50 donation, and we'll get you on the right track to really feeling really great and really healthy and becoming extremely healthy like me. And you can actually, we can actually reverse your diabetes. We can get rid of your arthritis. We can get rid of your osteoarthritis. We can actually get rid of your lupus. We can all kinds of different things. Your MS will disappear. We can get you on the right track to healing. So feel free to do that. And I know that we can make a difference in your life. Have a great day. Remember God. And most of all, remember, I love you.